Hello, thanks for joining me. I'm back in Istanbul today, and I thought I'd share a bit of what I've been up to there recently. For the last 10 months or so, my husband and I have been living just outside of the city, but since the traffic can be so hectic at times, we don't really get to go into the city that often. So when we do, I still feel like a tourist, and I'm always excited to explore some new places. I hope you enjoy this little compilation of Istanbul footage. One place my husband has been wanting to see for a while since hearing about them on the news were these municipality-run restaurants in Istanbul called Kent Lokantası. In the last year or so, the city of Istanbul opened up a handful of these Lokanta-style restaurants throughout the city, and the aim was to offer an affordable restaurant option mostly for low-income people and students, but they are open to everyone. There's a set price of 40 Turkish lira for the meal, which is just under $1.50 at today's exchange rate. The lines here, especially around lunchtime, are pretty long, but they do move quickly. And overall, we were both impressed with the food given the price. The noodles were maybe a little bit sticky, but other than that, the lentil soup had great flavor and the kofta dish was also very good. It's a really nice option for those in Istanbul to have available to them at an affordable price. One of the best options available when looking to cross the Asian and European sides of Istanbul is by taking a short ferry ride. Now, of course, you can always take your car across one of the 3 bridges or the tunnel that traverse the Bosphorus Strait, but traffic is nearly always backed up. And there's also an underground metro, but there's nothing quite like being on the boat and taking in the amazing Bosphorus views. After arriving by ferry in the Beşiktaş neighborhood, we took our time making our way up the hills. We've been wanting to do a little tour of coffee shops, and we thought this would be the perfect time to start. One of the first places I wanted to check out was called Mina. This cafe also doubles as a bookstore, and I was actually really surprised at their book collection as it encompassed their basement, first, and second floors. And their selection of English books was really impressive. After taking our time meandering through their stacks of books, we sat down at their indoor seating area for a drink. They also had a lovely outdoor patio, but the tables were full when we were there. My husband ordered an espresso, and I tried a green juice, and he said the espresso was average, and as much as I was looking forward to a fresh green juice, I have to say it lacked flavor and seemed a little watery. So while we weren't overly impressed with the drinks we ordered, it is someplace I'd come back to just for their book selection alone. Up the hill toward the Nişantaşı neighborhood, we checked out another coffee shop called Bloom. What can I say? I just thought this one looked cute and figured we should check it out. Again, my husband ordered an espresso, and I got some sort of iced mocha drink. My husband enjoyed his espresso more than the one he got earlier, and my drink was good, although I wouldn't necessarily call it cold. And this is something that I struggle with in Turkey. As any true American, I enjoy an ice-cold beverage, and this is a little bit difficult to come by in Turkey. There's a sort of superstition that cold things will cause you to get sick, and even when I do order something iced, there are maybe 2 ice cubes in it. So I suppose I won't knock them for this, since most things I find here won't be cold enough for my tastes. As we continued to climb the hill, we made our way into the heart of the Nişantaşı neighborhood. Now, Nişantaşı is known to be a more upscale neighborhood, but don't let that deter you from stopping here. They have a really great selection of restaurants and cafes, and there's one area in particular that has them all clustered together, so you can just walk around and decide what looks good. One of these was Dodd's Coffee. This adorable coffee shop may have been tiny, but it was big on the wow factor when it came to taste. Both my husband and I ordered an espresso, and it was probably the best espresso I've ever had. The flavor was really unique, like nothing I've tasted before, and it was so smooth. I don't usually enjoy hot beverages, but this one was awesome. I give it 5 stars. And just down the street was another coffee shop. We checked this one out just for its cute name. Once more, my husband ordered an espresso, and I got an iced dark chocolate orange latte. A mix of dark chocolate and orange is my favorite flavor combination, so I had no complaints for this one. My husband said the espresso was good as well, but it still couldn't compete with the one from Dodd's Coffee. We concluded our walk around Nişantaşı by randomly checking out this rug store, and the gentleman that owned it was extremely friendly, and after talking a bit, it turns out that he knew the man that sold us our Turkish rug when we were living in California. It was a real small world moment, and this guy specializes in selling mostly antique rugs, and some that he had were quite old and really impressive. It's hard to comprehend the amount of work that goes into a handmade rug like these, and as such, prices aren't always the cheapest, but it is true that the quality of handmade rugs cannot be beat. Finally, we happened across this place called Halef, which sold a variety of baklava. They had some unique takes on this traditional Turkish dessert, so we got some strawberry and chocolate ones to go. As the sun was about to set, we headed back to the Asian side of the city and made our way up to the top of a hill known as Choma Tesi, and here there's a park with panoramic views of the Bosphorus below. At a food stand, we ordered some kumpir, which is a type of baked potato that's stuffed with all sorts of toppings. And then we finished with our halef baklava as we watched the city sparkle below at nighttime. I hope you enjoyed this little video taking a look around Istanbul. I have a lot more to bring you from here in Turkey, including a recent move my husband and I made. So if you'd like to see more from my perspective as an American living in Turkey, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and give this video a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Until next time, thanks!